Today, we ask a question most people are afraid to answer honestly. Would you hurt a complete stranger just because someone in a position of authority told you to? In 1961, at Yale University, ordinary volunteers walked into a laboratory. They were told they were helping with a memory study. What actually happened would shock the entire field of psychology. 65% of these ordinary people, with no history of cruelty, agreed to deliver what they believed were increasingly painful, potentially lethal electric shocks to a complete stranger. Researcher Stanley Milgram designed this study to answer a disturbing historical question. How could ordinary German citizens participate in the horrors of the Holocaust? Each volunteer was assigned the role of teacher. Behind a wall sat the learner, actually an actor pretending to be a real participant. Every time the learner gave a wrong answer, the teacher was instructed to deliver an electric shock, increasing in intensity with each mistake. The shocks were never real, but the volunteers did not know that. As far as they understood, they were hurting a real human being with every single switch they flipped. As the shocks increased, the learner, the actor, began to react. First, grunts of discomfort, then shouting, then banging on the wall, screaming to be let out, complaining of a heart condition. At 300 volts, the learner stopped responding entirely. Complete silence. Many teachers hesitated here. Some asked to stop. And every time they hesitated, the experimenter in the room said just 4 words. That was it. No threats, no punishment for stopping, just a calm, authoritative instruction to continue. And the majority of people did, all the way to what they believed was 450 volts, a level clearly marked danger, severe shock. Before running the experiment, Milgram asked psychiatrists to predict the results. Their estimate, less than 1% of people would go all the way to the maximum shock level. Only a rare, sadistic minority. These were not monsters. They were teachers, engineers, factory workers, and office clerks. Many were visibly distressed, sweating, trembling, pleading to stop, but they continued anyway. The experiment caused enormous psychological distress to participants. Many left believing they had genuinely harmed or possibly killed another person, even after being told the truth. This is precisely why the experiment could never be conducted this way today. Modern ethical guidelines for psychological research were shaped, in part, as a direct response to studies like this one. So what does this experiment really tell us? Not that people are evil, but that ordinary people, under the right conditions of authority and gradual escalation, can be led to do things they would never imagine doing on their own. This same mechanism, gradual escalation, quiet authority, diffusion of personal responsibility, explains atrocities throughout history and smaller everyday moments of complicity in workplaces and institutions. That was another episode of Mind and Behavior on Karela TV. The question isn't whether you're a good person. It's whether you truly know what you would do under pressure. If this changed how you think about obedience and authority, like this video, subscribe to Karela TV and share it with someone who's never really questioned how far they'd go. This is Karela TV, where every story is bitter like Karela, but true like nothing else. See you next episode.